Hello, everybody. 同学们好. Today is the last day of our first section class. This is Young Family Taiji, traditional long form. So we have already finished the classes, but this is a review of the second half of the form. So last class, we ended at white crane. And because I have so many things to do this class, I'm not going to do the standing or the warm-ups because I'll run out of time otherwise. But in answer to Laura's question about the hip opening exercise only being in one direction, because I've been doing them this way, but not this way, right?
Yes.
And but if you think about it, regardless of which way you do at some point do this, right? So you are crossing the center line. The reason I don't do it this way is one of the reasons I'm doing this exercise is I want you to get the sensation of raising your leg and moving out. And you are going to use this in one of the very last moves of the form, which is the lotus kick. So the lotus kick, you come in, you start here, and you kick.
Okay.
So because you're doing it in that direction, I want your body to get sensitized to doing it in that direction.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And Rita,
yeah.
You said something about energy too when you responded.
Right. So what I want you to think about if you think about this as an exercise for kicking, okay, I want your energy to come from the center out. Okay. So when you're doing this, you feel more like it's up, right? You get this up feeling and out. So I want you to learn that sense. Whereas if you go the other direction, it feels like down to me. See, when you come,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get
it feels like down. And I want you to have the feeling of up. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So let's start from white crane. And we're going to do some, let me put the light on. We're going to do some brush knees. So I've decided that I have been cueing you badly in the sense that I have been talking about left and right. I'm going to stop talking about left and right when I'm doing this. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I'm at white crane and I do left brush knee, so I turn my hands, I swing, step, brush, strike. Now if I'm going to do a right brush knee, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift back. The front hand comes up part way. The front toe goes to the corner and hands come to the center. Then I'm going to swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee. What's going to happen is I'm going to shift back, front. So the hand that's with the front foot comes up, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to, let's see, I'm here. Yes. Then I'm going to come to the center And then I'm going to swing, step, brush, strike, shift back. As I shift back, hand comes up. Let me see if I get this right. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm here, I shift back, the hand with the front foot comes up.
Got it.
Then I turn the front foot to the corner. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Shift back, hand with the front foot comes up. Turn the front foot to the corner, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Next, I'm going to do right brush knee. I shift back. Front foot hand comes up. Front foot turns. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee. Shift back. Front hand comes up. Front foot turns to the corner. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. So regardless of whether you're doing a left brush knee or a right brush knee, I want you to think in terms of the front moving, as opposed to thinking, oh, is it going to be left? Is it going to be right? Don't think about that. So think you've got one foot in front, one foot in back. The hand that's with the front foot comes up part way. Then the front toe turns. Then you do your swing step. Okay?
Yeah, it makes it easier to, thank you.
So that when you're going left, right, you have one less thing to think about. Just think front. Okay? So that is my tip for the day.
It's a good tip.
Okay? Then the other thing I want you to remember when you're doing your brush knees is make sure you make both your arcs. Okay? So when you are here and you come up part way, you turn your foot, hands come to the center. Now, I want you to make sure that the bottom one swings fully and the top one makes its arc also.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have a shoulder swing, a big one, and then you have an elbow arc, right? Don't forget your press down.
Yes.
So you have a swing back and a press down. And so when you were here, you turned. When you swing down and swing back and press down, you have a waist turn that goes with it. And the reason is I want you to go to that corner. You're not going to make it to that corner if you don't turn your waist.
Okay.
If you come up like this, all you're going to do is get this far. You've got to turn your waist in order to get it to that back corner. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so swing, you have to turn your waist, and it's easy to do because when you're swinging, this one is getting ready to step. So because it's stepping, your body wants to turn, right?
Yes.
So when you were talking about coordinating upper and lower, this is one of those coordinating upper and lower type things, right? So are there any questions on the brush knees? No?
No.
Okay.
Can you go
I
over
want to,
again?
what?
Can you go over the arms again, particularly, You've got the brush, but you also have the one that's coming back to your
Okay,
shoulder.
I'm going to do it toward you. Okay, so if I'm starting here and I come up, turn foot, hands come to the center. Then I'm going to one up, one down, swing, step. Then brush. When one hand comes out, the other one goes to the shoulder. Then as I transfer the rest of my weight, I'm going to strike and move this hand back down. And this hand is what I call resting position, because when you opened, that's where your hand was, right?
Yes.
So that's the resting position. Okay, so once more, if I'm starting here, shift weight back, front hand comes up. Front toe turns, hands come to the center. Then one up, one down, swing, step, brush, strike. Okay?
Yes, when we have been doing it previously, because I have my camera looking at you, I really didn't turn and look at my left hand because my camera was on the right-hand side. So it makes
Oh.
more sense with the momentum there. It makes it easier actually to do the stepping because of the swinging motion.
Right. So if you look at it from here, okay, so you're coming up and down, swing, step. So this balances with that.
Yes, yes.
You know, so your body will feel pretty secure, right?
Yes,
Then here,
yes.
okay,
Mhm.
excuse me. Okay, the last moves I want to spend a little bit more time on, partly because they're complicated, and partly because at the end you don't get to do them as often,
Right.
because every time I used to do all the prior moves. Okay. Oh, are there any questions on handstrom salute?
Yes.
So remember at the end of left brush knee, okay, so when you're here, here's left brush knee. Handstrom salute is the next move. You're yielding forward, pulling the back foot in, pushing off the ball of the front foot, rooting the heel, and setting. So the final move is an up-down. Okay,
Yes.
so that's a pretty easy move. Okay, now parry, block, and punch. Parry, block, and punch, think of as an extension of brush knee, because you're coming from here, and just like you're at the end of left brush knee. So you're going to shift weight back, hand comes up part way. Turn the toe, hands come to the center. That part is just like the transition going into right brush knee.
Yes.
But instead, you're going to be doing a pull down. So you're going to pull down. So you're making this fist as you're coming down. Swing, step. So what's the difference? The difference is you are pulling down here, making a
Yes.
fist and turning it this way so that the fist face is the same direction as the palm of the other hand. Okay? And the other difference is when you swing step, your step was not a bow stance. Your step is one line, two sides. So if you're here, you're here, you come up, you're in the center, you're pulling down, making your fist, swing, step. I'm stepping toe pointed to the corner and one line, two sides. I'm not stepping here, which would be a bow stance. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm stepping here. This is a transition step so that when I do my parry, once I start moving my parry, all my weight is going to the right. So by the time I'm here, I have no weight in the back. Then I'm going to make my bow stance and have my right fist at my hip crease and punch. So pushing off the back leg gives me the strength to punch.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do it in this direction. Every direction you see something different. Okay, so here, and at left brush knee. Shift back, hand comes up part way. Turn foot, hands come to the center. Pull down, swing, step, one line, two sides. Parry, block, punch. So what I want you to think of when you're doing parry, block, and punch is forward. The reason you are doing a one line, two side intermediate step is because you want to accentuate the forward movement. If you were doing a series of bow stances, you have more sideway movement. You would be going,
Yes.
you want to concentrate on forward. So you're going to step on the center line. And then the last step, you're going to do a bow stance because you're going to punch, right? So in some of the weapons, you have multiple steps, like instead of 2 steps like you have here, you might have 3 steps, but all of them will be one line, 2 sides until the final step. Okay? So does that help on the parry, block, and punch?
Yeah.
So let's do it a couple more times then, okay? I'm
Okay.
going to do it in the direction that you'd be doing it because I think you can see or look over your shoulder while I'm doing it, okay? So
Yes.
we're here at the end of left brush knee. So shift weight back, front leg hand comes up. Front toe turns to the corner, hands come to the center. Pull down, swing, step, one line, 2 sides. Parry, all the weight is in the front. Block, punch. So your final position, the left hand, the palm is opposite the middle of the right forearm. Okay. And the reason is that this is in case you have a strike and you're deflecting it before you punch. So you're showing that I could have deflected if the other move happened. Okay. Any questions?
Mhm.
Do you want to do it a couple more times?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So from left brush knee, the left foot is in front. Okay. Shift back. Front foot hand comes up. Front foot turns to corner, hands come to the center. Pull down. Swing, step, one line, 2 sides. Parry, all weight on the front. Block, punch. One more time.
Yes.
Left brush knee, shift back, front foot, hand comes up. Front foot turns to the corner, hands come to the center. Pull down, swing, step. One line, two sides. Parry, block, punch. So if you were to do this just a little faster, it would look like this. So you're here, you're coming up. So you get more of that forward sense. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if there aren't any questions, I want to move on to apparent close-up, since we didn't do very much on that. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it in the direction that you would be doing it first, and then I will face you. Okay? So at the end of parry, block, and punch, I'm here. So I'm going to yield forward. And then this hand comes back and passes under the upper arm. This hand turns and releases. Right hand passes over the middle of the left forearm. Square up. Hands come in front of the chest. Push. So this is just like the push from Grasp the Bird's Tail, once you get your hands in this position. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it in front, in your direction. So parry, block, and punch. I'm here. I am bow stance. Okay? I'm going to yield forward. It's as if someone were pulling me. Then I'm going to, this is called passing palm. I'm going to turn my hand over and pass under my right upper arm. Then, so this is like a crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then I release my fist and I pull back over my left forearm, square up, push.
Okay.
So there is a lot of waist turning even though your feet don't move. This is like Grasp the Bird's Tail in the sense that you do a lot of turning, but the feet stay the same place. Okay?
Mhm.
So once again, you ended here. So you yield forward. So you see my shoulders moving a little bit. I come under, cross, release my fist. So as my weight shifts back, I'm pulling across my left forearm. Then I square up, push.
Okay.
Okay? So once more from this direction, you're here, yield forward. So yield, cross, come back, square up, push. So here, yield forward, passing palm, come back, push. So basically, if you look in terms of the shoulder positions, when you finished here, your shoulders are square.
Mhm.
But then when you yield, your shoulders move a little bit toward that way.
Oh, okay.
So you're going that way. And this allows your left hand to more easily clear your right and come under. You
That
see
was the
that?
question. Yeah.
You see, this
Yes.
opens it up. So you're
Yes.
opening it up so you can go under. Then when you've crossed, you open up. See, when you were here, you're punching with the fist eye facing up, right? But when you yield, your fist eye is still facing up. But when you cross, your palm is going to be facing up.
Oh,
Why? Think about it
yeah,
this way. Somebody's grabbing you, okay? And you yield when they first grab you. But if you turn, it makes it much harder for them to keep their hold on you, right?
Yeah.
So you turn, release, and come back.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
maybe you can see better here. So here, I am yielding forward. So this opens up for me to turn over my left hand. Then as I cross, my palm faces up. I release. I pull. So this wipes their hand off mine. Square up, and I push them. Okay?
Show that one more time, please.
Okay, so here,
Right.
I yield forward. So when I yield forward, I start turning my hand. I come in as I cross. This palm faces up, this palm faces up. Okay, and this is under the upper arm. I release, pull, push. So when I pull, my weight is going back. So that gives me the
And push.
ability to push off the back leg.
Okay.
So if you look at it from this direction, yield forward, come under, cross, open. I'm turning now, so my shoulders are facing that corner. Then I'm going to square up, push. Questions? I'm going to do it this way. I usually don't do it this way, but we'll see how this works. So if I'm here, I'm going to yield forward.
Yes.
I come under, cross. Square up, push. I think from this side you can see better this movement here.
Yes.
And then squaring up and then pushing.
When you yield forward,
Yes.
do you bring your right fist a little closer to your midline?
So
Right.
no,
Yes,
not
because you
really.
turn.
Not
Yeah,
really.
you
Can you
turn.
see it's still in front of my shoulder?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the reason I want it still in front of my shoulder is it gives me space to move this hand.
Okay.
You see, it
Yeah.
allows me space to come under.
Yeah.
So I do move toward the midline when I cross,
Okay. Got it.
but when I'm yielding forward, I'm yielding straight forward.
All right.
And then I cross.
Okay.
So I am getting out of their grasp. Release, come back, square up,
And push.
push.
Okay.
Questions?
When your arm goes under,
Yes,
how far under does it go? To the mid of your forearm or closer to your, closer to
almost to the middle of your forearm.
Okay.
Almost to the middle of your forearm.
Okay.
Because your next move is going to pull across the middle of your forearm. So you're here, you're going to come here, and then this comes across. Can you see?
Yeah.
Comes across. So this goes under pretty far in order to allow this to come across. So you're going to use this again in Fair Lady in the third section, right?
How many sections are there, Rita?
Just 3.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Just
Why
3.
are you laughing?
And okay, one more question. When you're doing all 3 sections, do you
Yes.
incorporate them in a flow from 1 to 2 to 3?
Yes,
Oh boy.
yes.
Okay. I like that.
So at the end of this, I show you a closing, which you would use if you were using the first section as like a standalone form.
Right.
You would not do that closing if you were to go on to section 2.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Rita, if you did all 3 sections at what you would consider a normal pace, how many minutes?
I was going to ask that.
Okay. Master Yang would like you to do it in 25 minutes. Most people probably do it in 20 minutes. The slower you go, the harder it is to do.
Really?
Yes. Think about it this way. Think about walking really slowly. Okay. If I'm doing like Qigong walking, which is 1 line, 2 sides with my feet to the corner, and I'm going now, try that at a faster speed and a slower speed, and you'll see what I mean. So if you go slowly, 1 line, 2 sides. Now do it faster, and it's much easier.
Rita, that's the Tai Chi walk, isn't it?
Tai Chi walk is a bow stance. So Tai Chi walk is like this. You'd be here. Then you're going to come through. It's bow stance to bow stance.
Oh, okay.
Whereas this one, the Qigong walking is just 1 line, 2 sides. See? The reason I bring this up is that very often when people are doing Tai Chi, they find it very hard to keep the same pace. And because it's easier to go faster, they often speed up on the hard parts.
Oh, I'm a culprit of that, but I'd rather do it way slower because I think that I can concentrate on each little muscle and the purity of the movement.
Yes, it is much better if you can do it more slowly.
Okay.
And you'll be amazed how much harder to do it in 25 minutes than to do it in 20 minutes for that
Yeah.
reason.
Okay.
So,
I find that doing standing practice before doing the form helps
yes,
slow me down and grounds me.
yes, yes. Standing practice is really, really good. It gives you your body shape. It basically slows down your breathing, and it makes sure that your feet are on the ground and your spine is straight. So I want to go show you the last move real quick, and then we'll go back to whatever moves you'd like to work on more. Okay, so the last move is cross hands. And I'll do it in the same direction you'd be doing it. So you've just finished doing push. And you're going to kind of make a triangle shape with your hands. Okay, so you make a triangle shape. As you push off the left leg, you're going to chop and turn the left foot to the front. Then you're going to push off the right foot and hands face back. And when you cross, you touch your right foot in the position you want it to be in, which is shoulders width and facing front. Then as you spread out your weight, you're going to make your weight even between the 2 feet. Your hand comes up in a double ward off. So if I'm here, I just finished pushing. I'm pushing off the left foot. I'm chopping toward the corner. Then I'm going to, as I chop to the corner, I'm turning my left foot to the straight.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to push off the ball of my right foot, and my hands come down, palm back. And as I cross, right hand behind the left, I put down the ball of my right foot
Oh,
so
okay.
it's parallel to the left.
Yeah.
Then as I even my weight, I have cross hands. Now, when we were talking about standing, you see this?
Yeah.
Open space,
Yeah.
not like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like when you were here, I want you like that. So each one is a ward off, right? So this would be the end of the first section. And then closing, you would stand up and separate your hands. They're both at shoulder width. You turn them over, come down, almost to the bottom, and then hands by your side, and that would be the finish. And that is how you would finish the end of the form. But you can finish the end of any section that way.
Okay.
So you can make each section into its own little form. Okay, any questions about the first section? No? Well, since we didn't get to do it in the beginning, let's do it at the end. Okay. So we're here. Feet shoulders width apart. Head up, tailbone down, bend your knees just slightly. Prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms so the palms face back. Come up to shoulder level and press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right. Step and close, shift weight and separate. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, pull in the right foot, step and close, shift weight and separate. Roll back. Rotate your forearms as you reach to the corner. Turn your waist as your weight shifts back. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest. Push forward. Single whip. Shift back and flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down. Ward off left, hook hand right. Standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift back, turn the left foot to the corner, push off the ball of the right, circle your arms, root the right heel, and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight is in the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Left brush knee. Let me move back a little bit. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. Handstrom salute. Yield forward. Pull in the back foot. Push off the ball of the front. Reset your footwork. One up, one down. Left brush knee. Turn the right palm up. Swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee. Shift back. Front hand comes up. Turn the front foot. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee. Shift back. Hand with the front foot comes up. Front foot turns to the corner. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Handstrom salute. Yield forward. Pull in the back foot. Push off the ball of the front foot. Root the heel. One up, one down. Left brush knee. Turn the right palm up. Swing, step, brush, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Shift back. Front foot hand comes up. Turn front foot. Hands come to the center. Pull down. Swing, step. One line, two sides. Parry. Block. Punch. Apparent close-up. Yield forward. passing palm. Release the front fist. Shift back. Square up. Push. Cross hands. Make your little triangle. Chop and turn the left foot to the straight. Shift your weight toward the left. Hands move toward the back. And as they cross, right ball touches. Even out your weight and double ward off. Closing. Open up your hands. Stand up. Turn hands over. Press down almost to the bottom. Count 2. 1, 2, and finish. Okay?
Yes.
So, any questions?
No.
Okay. So, how many people are going to go do second section?
I am.
That's great.
Well, I plan to.
You better. Okay, that would be great. So I want you to work on those exercises that I gave you, like the hip exercises. And the reason is that I want you to hold on to something. And I want you to be able to stand on one leg. Okay. You do this, but you don't think about it. Now I want you to be more conscious that you do it. Okay? Because think about what we did with this walking. Okay? When you walk, there is a moment when you're only on one leg
Yes.
before you put the foot down. So I want you to be conscious of that. What does it feel like to be on one leg? Okay. And that's one of this kind of training is why people think that Tai Chi helps your balance. Is that you want to be aware of how your body lines up. And being aware is what makes it easier for you to recover if you are slightly off. So if you think of it that way, I think it'll be helpful for you. Okay?
Yes.
Well, thank you, everybody. And don't forget, next week is Nancy's 13 postures, which is the cap of this section. Thank you, everybody. 同学们再见.
Thank you, Rita.
Thank you very much. One question.
Yes.
Will section 2 be approximately the same time as this section has been?
Oh, no. Section
no.
2 is the longest section. Now, I should say it two ways. Section 3 is the longest section to do. Section 2 is the longest section to teach.
Oh, okay.
But you'll be teaching at the same time.
Yeah, like 4 o'clock our time,
Oh,
which
yes.
is.
I have this time slot, basically.
Okay.
Oh, good, good. It's perfect for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully that works for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And